Are you feeling exhausted, low on energy, and struggling to find happiness? Do you sometimes feel trapped in situations that seem endless and beyond your control? You are not alone. We all experience challenges, moments of struggle, and times when life feels out of balance. However, Buddhist teachings offer valuable insights that can help restore peace, harmony, and joy in your life. As the wise Buddha once said, "Peace comes from within. Do not seek it outside yourself." True happiness and serenity are not found in external circumstances, but in our inner world. Today, we will explore 10 things you should quietly remove from your life to cultivate a more peaceful and fulfilling existence. Lesson 1. Let go of people who hurt you. People who bring negativity into your life, whether through criticism, manipulation, or emotional harm, can significantly slow down your personal growth and happiness. Imagine trying to climb a mountain while carrying a heavy backpack filled with rocks. Each rock represents a toxic person who drains your energy and prevents you from moving forward toward a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Buddhism emphasizes the importance of surrounding yourself with positive and supportive people. Just as we are mindful of the food we consume for our physical health, we should also be mindful of the company we keep, as it directly affects our mental and emotional well-being. Buddha once said, "An insincere and evil friend is more to be feared than a wild beast. A wild beast may wound your body, but an evil friend will wound your mind." This highlights that while physical harm may heal, the damage caused by toxic relationships can deeply impact our mental and emotional state. Letting go of people who continuously bring negativity into your life does not mean you have to be unkind. It simply means creating healthy boundaries and making space for people who uplift and support you. By doing this, you invite healthier relationships that nourish your mind and spirit, helping you grow into a stronger, happier, and more balanced version of yourself. Lesson 2. Remove unnecessary goals. Having too many goals, especially ones that are not truly important to you, can lead to stress, overwhelm, and confusion. It's like trying to juggle too many objects at once. Eventually, you may drop one or find yourself struggling to keep them all in the air. When we scatter our energy across numerous goals, we dilute our ability to focus on what truly matters. Imagine tending to a garden. If you plant too many seeds without proper care, some plants won't receive enough sunlight, water, or attention, and they won't thrive. But if you focus on just a few important plants, they will grow strong and healthy. Similarly, when we simplify our goals and focus on what is truly meaningful, we can put our full energy into achieving them, which leads to greater fulfillment. Buddha once said, "Your work is to discover your work, and then with all your heart to give yourself to it." This means we should focus on finding what truly aligns with our values and passions, rather than spreading ourselves too thin. By prioritizing fewer but more meaningful goals, we reduce anxiety and experience a greater sense of clarity and purpose. When we are not overwhelmed by an endless to-do list, we can fully immerse ourselves in each moment, making our journey through life more rewarding and fulfilling. Lesson 3. Stop sharing intimate details about your relationships. Sharing too many personal details about your relationships can invite unnecessary opinions and judgments that may not be beneficial. In Buddhism, the sanctity and privacy of personal relationships are highly valued. Imagine your relationship as a delicate flower. If you expose it too much to the outside world, it may wither due to harsh winds of unnecessary advice, gossip, or negative influence. When you allow too many people to weigh in on your personal matters, it can create confusion, tension, and misunderstandings between you and your partner. Buddha once said, "Better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace." This reminds us that it is better to speak with intention and purpose rather than sharing unnecessary details that might lead to complications. By keeping your relationship private, you protect the trust and intimacy you share with your partner. This allows love and connection to grow in a safe space, free from outside interference. Respecting the confidentiality of your relationship creates a more peaceful and harmonious bond, helping both partners feel more secure and appreciated. Lesson 4. Avoid raising your voice or displaying excessive frustration in public. Buddha once wisely said, "Speak or act with a pure mind, and happiness will follow you like a shadow, unshakable." This means that when we act and speak with kindness and clarity, happiness naturally follows. Raising your voice or expressing frustration in public can create tension, not just for you, but for those around you. When we allow anger to control us, we lose the ability to handle situations with wisdom and patience. Instead of reacting impulsively, practicing calm and mindful communication can help maintain inner peace. Imagine being in a room where everyone remains calm and understanding, even in stressful situations. Such an environment fosters cooperation and problem-solving rather than escalating conflict. Buddhism teaches us to be aware of our emotions and actions, choosing our words carefully so that they do not cause harm. Practicing emotional self-control not only benefits others, but also protects our inner peace. Over time, this practice leads to a more harmonious and balanced life, where happiness is always close by. Lesson 5. Stop comparing yourself to others. Buddha once said, "Do not overrate what you have received, nor envy others. He who envies others does not obtain peace of mind." Comparing yourself to others can lead to feelings of inadequacy and jealousy, making you feel as though you are not good enough. When we focus too much on others' achievements, we lose sight of our own progress and potential. Buddhism teaches that each person's life path is unique. Just because someone else is successful in one way does not mean you are lacking in worth or value. Instead of measuring yourself against others, embrace your individual journey. By appreciating your own growth, no matter how big or small, you cultivate a sense of contentment and self-worth. This shift in perspective allows you to find joy in the present moment, rather than constantly feeling like you are falling behind. It's intimidating. However, Buddhism teaches that impermanence is a fundamental truth of existence. Nothing in life remains the same. People change, situations evolve, and circumstances shift. Resisting change only creates suffering. Instead, we should learn to embrace it with an open heart. Buddha once said, "Nothing is permanent. Everything is subject to change. Being is always becoming." This means that life is a continuous process of transformation, and rather than fearing it, we should welcome it as an opportunity for growth. When you let go of the fear of change, you free yourself from unnecessary stress and anxiety. You start to see change as a path to new opportunities and self-discovery. Whether it's a career shift, a relationship transition, or a personal transformation, embracing change with mindfulness and acceptance leads to inner peace and happiness. Lesson 6. Stop holding onto grudges. Holding onto anger and resentment is like carrying a heavy stone in your heart. The longer you hold onto it, the more it weighs you down, draining your energy and peace of mind. Buddha once said, "Holding onto anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned." This reminds us that resentment only harms the person who holds it, not the one it is directed toward. Forgiveness does not mean condoning harmful behavior, but it does mean releasing the emotional burden that comes with resentment. When you let go of grudges, you make space for healing, clarity, and emotional freedom. You stop replaying past hurts in your mind and start living fully in the present moment. Practicing forgiveness is an act of self-care. It allows you to reclaim your inner peace, lighten your emotional load, and move forward without the weight of past wounds. Lesson 7. Remove the need for constant approval. Many people seek validation from others, believing that their worth is determined by how much approval they receive. However, relying on external validation can lead to anxiety, self-doubt, and a lack of confidence. Buddha once said, "Do not dwell in the opinions of others, but instead seek the truth within yourself." This means that real self-worth comes from within, not from the praise or recognition of others. When you stop seeking constant approval, you free yourself from the pressure of trying to meet everyone's expectations. You begin to trust your own instincts, make choices that align with your values, and live a life that feels authentic to you. True happiness comes when you learn to validate yourself. When you accept and love yourself for who you are, external opinions lose their power over you. You become more confident, self-assured, and at peace with yourself. Lesson 8. Let go of the need to always be right. Many conflicts arise because people feel the need to prove they are right, even at the cost of relationships and inner peace. While it is natural to want to defend your opinions, constantly trying to prove yourself correct can lead to arguments, frustration, and unnecessary tension. Buddha taught the importance of humility and open-mindedness. He once said, "A fool thinks himself to be wise, but a wise man knows himself to be a fool." This reminds us that wisdom comes from understanding that we don't always have to be right. Sometimes letting go of the need to win an argument brings more peace than being correct. When you let go of the need to always be right, you become more open to different perspectives. You learn to listen with curiosity rather than defensiveness. This improves your relationships, reduces stress, and allows you to cultivate a sense of inner calm. Instead of arguing to prove a point, focus on finding common ground and understanding others. True wisdom lies not in being right, but in being at peace. Lesson 9. Stop worrying about things beyond your control. Worrying about things beyond your control only leads to stress, anxiety, and unnecessary suffering. Many people spend countless hours stressing over things they have no power to change, whether it's other people's opinions, unexpected challenges, or the uncertainties of the future. Buddha once said, "If a problem can be solved, why worry? If a problem cannot be solved, worrying will do you no good." This teaches us that worrying does not change anything. It only takes away our peace of mind. Instead of wasting energy on things you cannot control, focus on what you can control: your mindset, your actions, and your responses to life's challenges. When you learn to let go of unnecessary worries, you cultivate a sense of freedom and tranquility. Trust that life will unfold as it is meant to. By practicing mindfulness and living in the present moment, you create space for joy, clarity, and inner peace. By quietly removing these 10 things from your life, you make room for peace, happiness, and emotional well-being. Buddhism teaches us that true serenity comes from within. It is not something we need to chase, but something we cultivate by letting go of what no longer serves us. Start small. Choose 1 or 2 things from this list and begin incorporating them into your daily life. As you release negativity, embrace change, and focus on inner growth, you will find yourself feeling lighter, happier, and more at peace with the world around you. Remember, happiness is not something outside of you, it is already within. You just need to clear the path to let it shine. Now that we've explored these powerful lessons, take a moment to reflect. Which of these 10 things do you need to let go of the most? How will you apply these lessons in your daily life? Share your thoughts, experiences, or insights in the comments. If you found this guide helpful, consider sharing it with someone who might benefit from these lessons. For more wisdom and inspiration, stay connected and keep exploring the path to inner peace. The journey begins with one small step. Take yours today.